Hello students, welcome back. Today we'll continue with exercise 7.11. Okay, till our last video lecture, we had completed till question number 10 of exercise 7.11. So today we'll continue from question number 11. If you are liking my videos, then please subscribe this channel. Okay, now let's start exercise 7.11, question number 11. So question number 11 is integration of sine square x dx minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Right? We know that we are doing this exercise 7.11 based on the properties of definite integration, right? So there was a property minus a to, okay, let me write it down here, minus a to a fx dx. Okay, if the function is even, if the function is even, then it was 2 times 0 to a fx dx. But if the function is odd, then it was 0, right? So we will use this property. Clear? Okay, so let's see. This function is odd or even. What is the function here? Fx is equal to sine square x. And what is f of minus x? Right? Now we know that sine of minus x is equal to minus sine x. But here it is a square. So again, when I will square it, it will become plus. So this will be equal to sine square x. So what does this mean? Fx is equal to f of minus x. Therefore, it is an even function, right? So, what is your integral? 2 times 0 to a. What is a? Pi by 2 sine square x dx. Clear? 2 times 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. Clear? So, we know that sine square x equal to 1 minus cos 2x by 2, or else I can also write it down in this way, 0 to pi by 2. Okay, let's write down 1 minus cos 2x by 2 dx, 2 times 0 to pi by 2, 1 by 2 minus, let's take this 2 common, or I can cancel here it. So it's integration of 1 is, let's read directly, x minus integration of cos 2x is sin 2x divide by 2. I'll cancel this 2. So sin 2x divide by 2, 0 to pi by 2. So let's put the value pi by 2 minus sin pi by 2 into 2, sin pi, its value 0, minus 0 minus sin 0, again 0. So your answer is I is equal to pi by 2. Clear? There is also another method from this. You can also write down I equal to 2 times 0 to pi by 2 a plus b minus x. So 0 plus pi by 2 minus x sine square pi by 2 minus x dx. So this will be 2 times 0 to pi by 2 cos square x dx. Right? Name this as 1, this as 2. So 1 plus 2, I plus I, 2I, 2 is common in both, right? So integration 0 to pi by 2 sine square x plus cos square x dx. 2 gets cancelled. I equal to, what is sine square x plus cos square x? 1. right? So integration of 1 is x. So pi by 2 minus 0, this is equal to pi by 2. Either use this method or this method. In both, you are getting the same answer. You use any one of the method, but initially you have to begin with this only. We have proved that it is an even function, so it is 2 times 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. Okay, so this was question number 11. So just go through this question. Okay, let's move to the next one. Question number 12, that is 0 to pi x upon 1 plus sin x dx. Okay, 0 to pi x upon 1 plus sin x dx. Okay, so what we can do here, we will use the same a plus b minus x. So this is I. So I will be equal to 0 to pi, 0 plus pi minus x, pi minus x, 1 plus sine pi minus x. See what I have done? I have, instead of x, I have replaced a plus b minus x, right? So a plus b, 0 plus pi minus x. So what I will do, pi minus x as it is, 1 plus sine pi shift, so it will be again sine pi minus, so it will be second quadrant. So in second quadrant it is positive sine x dx. So let's separate it, 0 to pi, pi upon 1 plus sine x minus 0 to pi x upon 1 plus sine x. Okay, so this is your question I. See, so I can write it down. I is equal to pi, I will take outside, 1 upon 1 plus sine x minus I. Okay, this is question. So I. So this will come here, 2I. What I will do? Multiply, divide by conjugate. Okay, so now this will be equal to 1 minus sin x in the numerator, 1 plus sin x, 1 minus sin x means a square minus b square, 1 minus sin square x. So what is 1 minus sin square x? Cos square x. Now let's separate it. 1 upon cos square x, sec square x. Sine upon cos square x. So there are two cos in the denominator. So sine by cos 10x and 1 by cos sec x. So now it's very easy. We have just forgot to put the limit 0 to pi, 0 to pi. So integration of sec square x is 10x and integration of sec x 10x is sec x 0 to pi. So now just put the value. What is 10 pi 0 minus sec pi minus 1 minus 10 0 again 0 and sec 0 1. So I can write it down 2I equal to pi 0 minus minus 1, 1. Minus minus 1, 1. So 2I equal to 2 pi. That means I is equal to pi. Clear? Which property I have used? F of a plus b minus x. A plus b minus x. I separated it. This was our question I. So 2y, we need to solve this. Multiply divided by conjugate. And solving, we get this answer. Okay? So just go through question number 12. Okay, so let's move to the next one. That is question number 13. Question number 13 is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine raised to 7x. Okay, this sum is similar to the 11. Let me repeat. What was our formula? Minus a to a fx dx is equal to 2 times 0 to a fx dx if f is even function, right? And this was equal to 0 if f is odd function. Okay, so now first let's check our function is even or odd. So what is fx? Sine raised to 7x. What is f of minus x? Sine raised to 7 minus x. Again, we know that sine of minus x is minus sine x. And here it is having an odd power. So it will be again minus. So this is equal to minus f of x. So here I can say that f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So this type of function is odd function. So we can directly write down as it is an odd function minus pi by 2 sine raised to 7x dx is equal to 0. Clear? This was very easy sum. This can be asked in MCQ. Okay, so just go through question number 13. Okay, so let's move to the next one. That is question number 14. 0 to 2a, sorry, 0 to 2 pi cos raised to phi x. Yes, 0 to 2 pi cos raised to phi x. Okay, so again we will use one of the property. there was a property like 0 to 2a f of x dx. Now, if f of 2a minus x was equal to f of x, then this becomes 2 times 0 to a f of x dx. Okay, but if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x, then this integral was equal to 0. Clear? Okay, so we will use this property. Okay, we have studied this property. Okay, so now here what is 2a? 2 pi. Right? First, what is f of x? Cos raised to phi x. 2a minus x means f of 2 pi minus x. Cos raised to phi 2 pi minus x. So 2 pi shift means it's cos. Minus 2 pi minus fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant it's positive. So it will remain as it is. So this is f of x. So f of 2 pi minus x is equal to f of x. So we will use this one. I will be equal to 2 times 0 to a. Now what is a? 2a was 2 pi, so a is pi fx. So cos raised to phi x dx. Clear? Now in this sum again we will use this formula. Right? When we take 2a is equal to pi. Right? Here 2a is equal to pi. Now what is f of x? Cos raised to phi x. Now you are saying here, not here. Okay. So what is f of 2a minus x? That is f of pi minus x, right? So cos raised to phi pi minus x. So pi shift, so it will be cos raised to phi x. But pi minus second quadrant. So in second quadrant, cos is negative. So it's minus cos raised to phi x. So this is equal to minus f of x. So here you can say f of 2a minus x equal to f of minus x. So what does this imply? I is equal to 0. Okay. So in this same question we had used this property twice. First using this one 2a as 2 pi. At that time both were same 2 pi minus x and f of x. So we had used twice 0 to pi cos raised to phi x. But next time we had take 2a is equal to pi. And then f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. So then it came to be 0. Right? So our answer is 0. Here. So go through question number 14. Okay, let's move to the next question. There is question number 15. Question number 15 is 0 to pi by 2 sin x minus cos x upon 1 plus sin x cos x. Okay, So here also we'll use the same property a plus b minus x. Okay, so let's start. This is our I. So this will be equal to 0 to pi by 2 sine pi by 2 minus x minus cos pi by 2 minus x upon 1 plus sine pi by 2 minus x cos pi by 2 minus x dx. So what is sine pi by 2 minus x? Cos x. So this will be equal to 0 to pi by 2 sine pi by 2 minus x cos x. Cos pi by 2 minus x sin x. 1 plus sine pi by 2 minus x is cos x. Cos pi by 2 minus x is sin x dx. Clear? So I am writing this I equal to cos x minus sin x. Okay, let's rearrange it. 0 to pi by 2 cos x minus sin x. 1 plus, I'm writing here first, sin x cos x dx. Let's name it this question as 1 and this as 2. Now see in question 1, in number 1, the denominator and number 2, the denominator are same. So what I will do, 1 plus 2. Clear? I will add both. So I plus I, this will be equal to 2i. Clear? So this will be sin x minus cos x upon this and cos x minus sin x upon this. And limits are same, denominator is same. So it will be 0 to pi by 2. 1 plus sin x cos x. Clear? So sin x minus cos x minus, plus cos x minus sin x. So this will be sin x minus sin x cos x minus cos x plus cos x. So it will be 0. So your answer is 0. That implies I is equal to 0. Clear? I'm repeating. Here I use the same property a plus b minus x. So pi by 2 minus x, pi by 2 minus x, and here. These are going to cos, sine. And rearranging it, I have given the name 2. So adding 1 and 2, finally we get the answer of integral as 0. Clear? So just go through question number 15. Okay, students. Now I am giving you some extra questions for yourself. Okay, based on this, based you have to solve on the basis of the property of definite integration. The first is integration of 0 to pi by 2 root of 10x upon root of 10x plus cot x dx. Second is integration of 0 to 1 x into 1 minus x whole raised to. Third question is 0 to pi x sin x upon 1 plus cos square x. Fourth question, pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx upon 1 plus root 10x. Question 5, 0 to pi by 2 sin square x upon 1 plus sin x cos x. Okay, students, so these are the 5 extra questions that I am giving you for yourself. Okay, so let me give you a hint how we are going to solve this. Here, the first question 0 to pi by 2 root 10x upon root 10x plus root cot x. Okay, so now see here, you will do a plus b minus x. Means here 0 plus pi by 2, that is pi by 2 minus x, that will be equal to root cot x. Okay, here also root cot x and here root 10x. So the denominator will be same. Okay, it will be similar to the last sum 1 plus 2 I plus I 2I like that. Clear? Second, here also you are going to do the same method. A plus b minus x 0 plus 1, so here it's 1 minus x and here 1 minus 1 minus x, so it will be x. So it will be x is 3 by 2 then multiplied. Okay. In question number 3, that is x sin x upon 1 plus cos square x. Again use 0 plus pi minus x. Okay, so pi minus x sin pi minus x will be sin x. 1 plus cos square pi minus x will be cos square x. So here there will be, it will be pi minus x. Separating pi sin x upon 1 plus cos square x minus x sin x upon 1 plus cos square x. So the second term will be equal to your quotient, right? So put that as an I and then solve it. Clear? Question 4, pi by 6 to pi by 3. So here when you use a plus b minus x. So pi by 6 plus pi by 3, that is equal to pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus x. So this will be equal to cot x. Right? So I plus I 2I 1 upon 1 plus root 2nx plus 1 upon 1 plus root cot x. So that root cot x again convert into 10x like this. It will be 1 upon root cot x, convert this into 10x and take the LCM. So 10x will be here and denominator will be same. 1 plus root 10x, 1 plus root 10x, and then solve it further. Clear? Okay, numerator also you will get 1 plus root 10x. Okay. Fifth, 0 to pi by 2 sine square x upon 1 plus sine x cos x. Clear? So what to do? A plus b minus x. So sine square pi by 2 minus x, sine pi by 2 minus x, cos pi by 2 minus x. So denominator this will be cos, this will be sine. Denominator will be same. Clear? Numerator sine square x plus cos square x. So it will be 1 upon 1 plus sin x cos x. Right? So in denominator, what adjustment you can do? Multiply divide by 2. So it will be sine 2x by 2. LCM 2 will be here. 2 plus sine 2x and try to solve it further. Okay. So first just look at the questions. Okay, students, so that's it for today. Still, there are few sums remaining of exercise 7.11 that we will see in our next video. Okay, thank you.